Hello student, welcome to my class of computer science for class 11th. In this video student, we are going to understand the dictionary part 2. In earlier video student, we have understand how to define a particular dictionary, what is dictionary, and its further content regarding to the creation, accessing the element, add item also. So today student, we are going to understand how to access the nested dictionary element with the help of programming, how to traverse, and how to add or modify the dictionary items. So let's begin with the theoretical part first. So in my study material, I'll show you what we have covered and which is upcoming a new part for the day. So we have covered student dictionary definitions, how to declare a definition of the dictionary, I'm to say syntax and prototype. And we have understand about the key also, how many things are there, I'm to say elements are there as a part of key and value. And then we have understand some kind of creating nesting dictionary also, in which we have understand how to access the element by using the key in place of index value. And we have also get the output with the help of get function we have learned that time. So now student, we are going to understand how to access the element of nested dictionary. In last video student, we have understand how to create a dictionary with a nested element. So same here, we are going to consider a dictionary we have created, that is name of dict equals to curly braces and curly braces close. Inside that I have created the key dict1 and dict2. Within dict1, a part of value of dict1, I have created another dictionary, that is one of data. And then dictionary 2, this is also considered another dictionary inside that. So name, that key, for. So here how we are going to access the nested element. If you are going to just print simply by this particular statement, you can see print dict of dict1. So dict1 is itself a key, so it will print a whole dictionary whatever it contain, I'm to say value. So here as a form of dictionary, curly braces open, 1 colon data, curly braces close. And now if you are going to access only the data, so what we have to do? So you can see, in order to access the value of any nested dictionary, we use definitely indexing syntax. So what we have done student, so print dict, that means to say this variable, I am to say dictionary data type, and then after that key dict1 of 1, so it will print definitely data, because dict of 1, it says whatever the key of 1 inside a particular dict1 as a key, it will print. Whereas same thing we will do for also. So print dict2 as key, and then we have put here key of dict2 also. So we have to do it practically student. To do that practically, we have to open our Python ideally. In that I will open a new file for you, because I want to just access the nested dictionary. So what I'm going to do student, I'm going to just open a new file. Here I will say simply a program for dictionary, that is we can say that part 2. So here I'm going to just create a dictionary dict equals to curly braces open and close. So as a key I will show you dict1, okay, and then its value we are going to create another dictionary itself. Here I have given here some, we can say that key 1, here we can see that data, and second element you can see that this whole is considered as one element, because this element contain the particular key and value also, whereas value is itself a dictionary type, because value can be of any type of object of Python language. So here we are going to do one thing student. So first of all I will make it dict, and here I will say simply a particular name as the example shown me. Then after that again we are going to create a dictionary itself, nested dictionary as a value. So here we can say that name, or we can say that for, we can say school. So first of all, student, we are going to just print a simple code here, which is we have done the practice earlier time. So here, accessing the data element of DICT. Okay, so what we are going to do, student, here print within double quote or single quote, it's up to you. Okay, because we are going to key, so that's why I will use double quote, because alternative rule for that also. So here DICT of, I will say DICT1. So what will the output look at here? So I will copy the same and I will just print it here, and the output will look like clear. That's why this. So I'm going to just run it, and it will ask me to save the file, DICT2 file. So now we can see we have an error. Why? Because I have not used in a single quote. So now you can see what is the output. So here you can see the output is one of data. That means say itself a dictionary that is shown in example also. Now if I am going to just access this, I will copy this, and then after that I will say the next key is, I think, this name. Okay, so here you can see the name is also one of the key for my dictionary. So you can see what will the output. So you can see for school. So these two keys are in my dictionary. So it will print the whole elements. Okay, if I'll say DICT equals to arrow operator, then after that I will say DICT. So now you can see that what is the output as per according that. So you can see if I'll just print out the DICT as a key, so whole element I'm to say value will print, that is itself a dictionary. And if I use name, so you can see itself a dictionary, it has printed, because these are value regarding to these, that is keys. Now we are going to access the first element of our particular nested elements. Okay, so here we are going to just use DICT. That definitely I will type here key, that is DICT1. Then after that key, here the key is 1. So what will the output look at here? So what I'm going to do, student, I will same copy it and I will paste it here. So I will first of all copy this and I will paste here. So now you can see the output will be only data, because data is belong to one of key of the dictionary key, inside that one key, the data. And second one thing, if I'm going to just print another one thing, that meant to say I want to say school. So what I will say here, I will change the key, that is now this time key is name, and the key for that also for, not any 1 or 2, because we are actually dictionary not supporting the index value, it support directly the keys. Keys should be same like mention in the dictionary list. So here we can say that name, and inside that for. So now we are going to just run it, and now you can see here is school. So you can see school we have printed. So student, I hope we have understand that. And now we are going to understand the updating a dictionary. So here we are going to updating a dictionary, because the dictionary is again not immutable, it is mutable. That means to say we can change it. So you can update the dictionary by adding a new entry key or new pair. Okay, so it means to say we can update a dictionary by adding key value, that means to say if it is fresh, or we can modify already existing entry by deleting the entry, or by updating the entry, or I'm to say changing the value. So you can see here a dictionary, it is DICT equals to name, that is key, Jara as value, then comma, age as again key, 7 value, class again key, first value. So here what we have done, student, we have updating existing entry whatever age. So we are going to update the entry by using DICT of age. Age here is a key equals to 8. So that will change the value of age as 8. And here DICT school, we are actually adding new entry here, because there is no such key inside my dictionary. So here school is new key, and then after that equals to DPS is school. So you can see that Don Bosco Public School, and then after that you can see that add new entry. Okay, so here after that we are going to just print DICT of age. It will show you age, that is 8, and DICT of school, it will print definitely DPS school. So we are going to the same student. So here I'm going to open my code, and I don't want to access this particular element in my particular output screen. So I will do one thing, student, I will make it comment, and I will create here a particular dictionary. Here dictionary, suppose that that meant to say name. Suppose that here his name is Kamal, and comma, that is age. So here age I will take as a 7, and here as a class maybe definitely we can say 6. Okay, so now if I'm going to just print it, so print within double quote, I'll say DICT is DICT. Now let's see what is the output. You can see DICT is age 7, name Kamal, class 6. Age has come first due to the ascending order of keys, that's why. So don't need to worry about that. So what we are going to do, student, we are going to just first of all change the particular existing key. So what we are going to do, student, so here I will say DICT of definitely here is age. I will change here the value, that is 8. And second thing, I will add a new dictionary key, that is school. So here school, definitely I will say here within double quote Don Bosco. Okay, now we are going to just print what is the value for that. So here I will copy the same. So I will copy this, and then paste it. So I will copy the same thing again, and I will paste it here, that is only age. Now I am going to run it. You can say, student, school is Don Bosco and age is 8. If I am going to just print a whole dictionary, so what will the output look at here? So if I'll say same thing, DICT is DICT. Now you can see what is the output for me. So you can see school, Don Bosco school, age 8, name Kamal, class 6th. Then after that, single quote close for dictionary, query basis. So student, we have learned how to update a dictionary by using updating already existing key in a dictionary or adding a new key in a dictionary. So now student, we are going to understand adding element to a dictionary, okay, with differently. So in Python dictionary, addition of dictionary can be done multiple ways. One value at a time can be added a dictionary by defining value along with the key, okay, that we have already learned, that is dictionary key equals to value. Updating new entry, MTC existing value dictionary can be done by using built-in function also, that is update method. Okay, in nested key value also we added the existing key. So while adding a value, if the particular key or value already existing, the value get updated, otherwise new key will be added. So student, you have to pay the attention here. Suppose that if there is key is already exist in our dictionary, it will update the value. Otherwise, if the key is not existing in our dictionary, the new key will be added to our dictionary. So student, this important thing you have to learn, because this question is very important for all you. So now we are going to take the example for that. So here we have created an empty dictionary. Why? Because we are going to add the dictionary for that also. So here DICT equals to curly braces open close, and here empty dictionary we have created, it will show you simple curly braces open, and now we are going to add in a new element at a time. So here you can see 0, 2, 3 are key. These are not index, these are keys. Okay, so 0 data, 2 4 3 1, and now after that you will print. After adding 3 elements, a dictionary will be shown here. Okay, I will show you the output along with this one. So you can see 0, 2, 3 like this. So, and after that we have going to understand how to adding a set of value. So here adding a set of value, so single key, so dictionary, that is DICT key, I have taken value set, and here value 2 3 4, and you can see the value will be added in this example, a dictionary after adding 3 elements, that means say DICT. So it will be again a type of tuple, because comma separated value without quote considered as tuple in Python, so it will be tuple value. Okay, and then after that we are going to understand next one thing, updating the existing key value, as we have done the practice DICT2, because 2 will already exist in our dictionary, so welcome, and now updated value is dictionary, that is whatever our dictionary. Okay, so I will show you updated dictionary is welcome here. Okay, and now after that we are going to add a nested key with the dictionary. So here DICT5, this is again new key for me, and then after that you can see a dictionary I have already here with a key nested, inside that a dictionary is there. So after adding a nested key, you can see the output look like this. So here 0 as data, 2 welcome, 3 1 value set, 2 3 4, this is updated value, and adding a nested value 0 data, 2 welcome, okay, and 3 1, okay, 5 nested element, that is nested, again a dictionary, okay, dictionary close, a value set 2 3 4. So student, we are going to do the same, student. So what we are going to do, student, I am just copying it from here, because one by one we have to create it. So what I am going to do, student, I am going to just open a new file, and I will just paste it. So first of all, you will know it will ask me to save the file. So here DICT3. So you can see in a fresh copy I will show you. You can see a dictionary will open here. Okay, I am to say with empty element. Okay, now we are going to just add some element, okay, as shown here, like 1 2 3. Okay, so we will add the same thing, student, here. So here adding element. Okay, so here DICT of 0 equals to whatever, we can say that data. Okay, I will do one thing, student, I will type the whole code in a one line. I am to say as much as possible, because I need more further line also. So a DICT of 2, definitely I will say 4, and DICT for 3, we can see that, student. Okay, and at last I will just print simply DICT is, we can say DICT. Okay, now we are going to just run it. Now you can see content has come, that is DICT 0 of data, 2 for student, and now we are going to just add particular element, okay, by watching this particular example. So here how we are going to add the element, adding a set value. Okay, set value means particular type of particular, we can see that tuple. So here DICT of, definitely here I will say a key set val. Okay, set val, this is my key, and then after that I will say a set value like 1 2 3 4. Okay, now we will see what will the output. You can see it will be form of tuple. You can see that 1 2 3 4. Okay, now we are going to understand how to updating existing key value. So student, we are going to change our existing key value, okay, with the help of same we have done the previous example. So what I am going to do, actually I am going to change this particular value, that is data, we can say that existing value like dict of 0, we can say that here marks. Okay, now I will type the particular code and I will just show you, and then you can see the output. The first one thing, data for student set well, now marks for student set well. Okay, now what we are going to do, student, after that we are going to just add a particular nested element. Okay, nested element, let's begin, watch it again. So here dictionary 5 is new key for me, so it means to say we are going to add a new element, and here we are creating a dictionary itself. Okay, you can see that. Okay, it is a nested dictionary. You can see this whole part is dictionary of dictionary. Okay, so what we are going to do, student, here we will say, if I'll type dict of we can say that 5. Okay, there is no need to worry about any kind of sequence. So here you can see a curly braces open because itself a dictionary, curly braces close, inside there a key will be there, and as a value a dictionary itself. So if I'll just print this particular line, you can see what will the output. So here I press F5 button to run my program. You can see this 0 as marks, 2 for student. Okay, 5 again nested dictionary, and inside nested, the nested as a key and another dictionary is there. So student, we have learned how to update our particular kind of dictionary with differently. Okay, now we are going to understand delete a element. Which element? Dictionary element. So we can delete a dictionary element by del command. Okay, you can see as in a list or tuple we have to do it. So here dictionary equals to name, Zara, age 7, class first, and here we are going to delete the name as a key of name. So remove entry with name, clear all element will be deleted, and delete del all entry will be deleted. So what we are going to do, student, first of all we are going to just do the in this particular whole practice only. So what I'm going to do, student, so here I will say delete. Okay, as you can see in this particular example, delete dictionary of any key, whatever the key that we require to delete. So here dict of, here we can say that 0th element we are going to delete, and now I'm going to just print the particular same line. So let's see what will the output. You can see here after deletion 0 marks is deleted. Okay, and now after that we are going to just clear. So this clear and delete will be differently considered. I will show you how to do that. So student, here what we are going to do, actually we are going to use here first of all clear. Okay, dict function, that is clear. Okay, so clear. So after that if I'll just print, you will see the output. I will show you in fresh copy. So you can see I have used this, and after that clear, you can see that dictionary is empty. Whereas if I'll just do one thing, I will just make it comment. So here we can say that del dict, and then I'm going to just print this particular line again. So let's see what is the problem. Here will be error. Why? Because the dictionary, I'm to say dict object do not identify by the interpreter of Python because it is deleted from memory. Okay. So student, I hope student you have learned today lot of practice with the dictionary, how to access the element, how to update the element, and how to add new element, and how to delete the element with a clear dictionary delete function and specific particular kind of key updation value. Till then student, thank you and have a nice day, student.